So we're talking about anxiety. I'm not going to linger here too long, but I think it warrants just a little bit of a deeper dive because I want you to be whole. And I think this is an area where a lot of people struggle and don't find safe places to talk about it. So two things I want to share. One is I was talking to a friend of mine who is a marriage and family counselor. And randomly one day I asked her, what is the primary reason that most of her clients come to see her? What's the biggest problem that people wrestle with in general that drives them to counseling? And she thought for a minute, not a long minute, and said, without question, anxiety. So I've known this for a minute. It surprised me at the time, but as I've paid attention to that, I realized a lot of us struggle with anxiety on a lot of different levels. And I thought nervousness, intensity, aspirations, ambition, that all of these things are byproducts of an energy that actually can help us. It's not such a big deal. I don't think that so much anymore. I actually think anxiety is not such a small thing. It's a tactic of the enemy to chip away at our God-ordained peace. So, because of that, I want to share two things. Let me give you one, an actual dictionary definition of anxiety. Distress or uneasiness of mind caused by fear of danger or misfortune. And then number two, earnest but tense desire, eagerness. I'm going to say both of those again. Distress or uneasiness of mind caused by fear of danger or misfortune. Earnest but tense desire or eagerness. You know why this is important? Fear as a motivator is never part of our God-ordained inheritance. But here's the other thing, tense desire, tense desire. Tense desire for me feels like aspiration and ambition. They feel like things that I should be fostering in myself. I should have that go-get-itness. I should have that lingering fear right before I go to sleep that motivates me to go get it in the real world the next day. Except that's not how I'm designed. And here's something that I have to share. And I'm gonna look down at the page when I share it so that none of you think I'm pointing you out specifically. The truth of the matter is this: anxiety unchecked bears the fruit of desperation, and desperation of any kind will inevitably lead to faulty decision making. Quite simply, the desperate soul cannot be trusted to rightly discern the things of the Spirit. In other words, desperation deforms my judgment. Anxiety unchecked leaves me feeling desperate, and desperation will deform my judgment. It's a wall kind of filter that keeps me from accurately hearing what the peace of God is speaking into my life. The Holy Spirit will always flow from a place of peace, peace, peace. Fear will always fight my ability to hear what He is speaking to me in peace. Listen, once I realized that my ability to rightly divide and judge is impaired by anxiety, anxiety was no longer the engine that fueled my ambition. It was no longer the welcome friend that kept me on guard as I ran after aspirations. It now was something that I had to take seriously and dial it back, dial it back, dial it back. And I think that might be a lifelong process. It's not something that you conquer right away. It is a lifestyle of looking for the places where fear is our motivator and eliminating them with the truth of God, always motivated by His peace. Anxiety is not our friend. And in this post-pandemic world, it really is an engine. It really has become an engine. My encouragement to you, fight back with words of peace. Fight back with what is true. You are protected. You are whole. His eyes are always on you. He is not a father who ever glances away. Peace, peace, peace.